Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Today on Inzoi, we're talking about the water physics in the new DLC with some gameplay. Let's discuss and take a look. So let's take a look at some gameplay here. So this here is her or a Inzoi swimming in the water. Now, so far, I like how the physics somewhat look. You do have to be careful in here. You might get attacked by a shark, just saying. Now, I do like it so far. I feel it could be a little better. Now, watching this, that could be better. It could be flowing a bit more inside. And the waves could be a bit more down and flowing. It does look a little artificial, but it still looks good. Now let's see it in slow-mo. So now let's watch it in slow-mo. So you'll have to pick for them to dive. And let's take a look at the physics here. Okay, so there could have been more of there has to be more activity when she's coming down. And I think they will start to do that with updates. But so far, we're getting a peek here. Now, let's look at the boat physics now slowly. Now, you see right there? That's what I mean. I need that to be a little more down the waves, and I need it to be a little more realistic flowing. I think in updates, now again, I don't know what settings this person had it on, but I do think here, this is really interesting, and I think it gives us a little overview. Okay, this could look a little bit more realistic, but I really like it. I really, really like it. It's not bad. It's not bad. The water physics is not bad. Now, mind you, this is in slow-mo, so there's going to be a bit of like shuddering and stuff there because it's in slow-mo. It's not the normal speed. I just wanted to see it at both speeds, so I kind of knew. Yeah, this looks really good. As far as the boat and stuff. Now, let's just look at the regular gameplay as we continue on here. Now, the reason why I wanted to show that in slow-mo, so now we get a better understanding of where we are here, as far as when we see it in regular fast time. I do think the only thing I would maybe want them to fix or possibly recommend is I definitely would love for them to maybe just fix the water physics a bit to where they're a bit more realistic. But I think that can come in updates. I just think that is definitely needed, and we need to take a look at that in total for sure. Now, overall, how's it look? I think it looks great. Things could be better, but that can be said for literally every single game. I think the boat looks good. I think you could also can see from the female body that they are allowing all different types now. They're not just being stuck to one ideal for a body type, and that's great. As you know, they've caught a lot of serious heat with that. You know, it was interesting looking at the water itself. I think it was overall well done. I do think the water physics definitely is something that can be updated through time. I do think when it comes to games on this size, of this magnitude, I do think sometimes you're trying to fit so much stuff into a game that sometimes you do need it to be released and then you get feedback. Because I think by the time it gets to console next year, it's going to be so incredibly optimized that a lot of this stuff we're talking about is going to be obsolete. But I think early on, I think it's important to mention that the water physics are good, could be better. But again, who even thought we would get this fast? So I guess you have to always gauge it through that lens. But this here is totally incredible. Like, the mere fact that we now will have the DLC that will, number one, the DLC, should we said this too, the DLC will allow you to swim anywhere as far as where there's access to these areas of water, not just at the DLC island. Just want to point that out. So it's not just going to be anywhere and not, so I just think that's a very important point to point out, because I don't think that's been talked about enough yet. So I wanted to really pinpoint that and just make sure we have a clear understanding of what's going on. Now, here's something that I find very strange. Very strange. I find it not necessarily very strange, but yeah, I find it very strange that, again, I know I'm beating on a dead horse, maybe, I don't know. But imagine this with controller support. So it's very strange for me that we don't have controller support still. It's still a pet peeve of mine, I will not lie, and I'm thinking about all the stuff going on. How awesome it would be to get controller support right now. I know it's obviously going to be there when they do their drop on PS5 sometime next year. You know what's funny? That may drive me to get a PS5. Or I think by then they'll definitely incorporate control support in the PC. There's no way you're going to have it come out on console and then not have the control support on PC. I think that'd be crazy to me, right? Wouldn't that be out of the world fucking crazy to me? So yeah, I think for sure one of the things I've come to learn and try to figure out is try to match things with the new. So if you see it's coming out on PS5 next year, I'm assuming control support is going to be in the PC before that or around the same time. And I think with this type of DLC, it's going to be even better. So overall, just wanted to do a water physics as far as what it looks, how it feels, how they could change it, and how it's already pretty good. But I wanted to get this out prior to the game being released. So now we all kind of have an idea of what we're looking at. So I want to say to everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Everyone, take care. Be well.